My name is Mr. Delay, and well, welcome to my classroom. It's also my office. Today, we got some stuff to talk about. The Teach Us Something project and the album project, the Reforged from the Fire edition. So buckle up, hold on, strap in, get comfortable. Class is now in session.
Hey, listen!
I can stop.
Get nerdy with me.
Bring to Middle Earth, do you speak my language? Your elf ears don't need explaining.
Get nerdy with me.
You name all 12 of the dogs, I can't resist that. And what's the core in your wand? I think that ours match.
Talk nerdy to me. Talk nerdy to me.
So with the announcement from Governor Polis that the school year, at least in-person instruction, has come to an end, it does translate to the need to figure out what that means for us with the two projects that we are working on in our 6th grade year. The first project was the Teach Us Something project, which is kind of a genius hour thing if you're not familiar with it. And it basically allows the students 10 minutes to present and teach us something. And the idea behind that was that the students could bring in animals, they could bring in cars, they could do whatever they want as long as they taught us something in 10 minutes. They had to do research, they had to do presentation skills and all that stuff. Unfortunately, because of all the craziness with the things that are happening right now, that has kind of had to be adjusted. So for us, the Teach Us Something project will shift. We will still do it, but you'll have a choice and an opportunity to decide how to do that. The album project, still going to do it, but I've pared it down, and I'm going to explain both of those situations in this video so that it's very clear what's going to happen going forward. So first we'll start with the Teach Us Something project, and what I'll probably try and do is put on the screen the modified rubric. The former rubric, which was very involved because it was going to be an in-class presentation and there was all kinds of stuff there, this one is a little different. There's basically two pieces of the rubric. There's the research, which shows that you did your research on the subject, and then your presentation is, does your presentation have a beginning, middle, and end that you're going to end up turning into me? So that's it. You'll notice that there's not an oral grade there because, again, I've made the decision to allow you to not have to present if you don't want to, because we got a lot of stuff going on. Some of us are not able to sit down and do that presentation. We are taking care of family members. We're taking care of homes. We're working with our families in the agricultural situation. Like, we're doing animal work. Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in rural Colorado that it isn't the same as what happened in like a Metro Denver. So that's why I'm allowing that to happen, because I understand that things are complicated at home right now with nobody being able to really go anywhere and situations happening. So you'll have the option simply just to turn it into me and say, I'm done, here it is, please grade it, and then I'll grade it and then put it in the book. The other option is, if you want to present, you can do it one of like 4 ways. I know, choice is amazing. So your first choice is to do a Google Hangouts video call with me where you just present to me one-on-one, and that's what we do. The second option is, if you want to have your friends or people in the class with you to kind of watch you with me and be a part of that environment, you can absolutely do that. Option 3 is you can record yourself on Flipgrid. And I can open up an assignment on Flipgrid for you to go ahead and record up to 10 minutes of you teaching. And the beauty of Flipgrid is you can pause it, you can restart it, you can do all kinds of things. There's some editing opportunities there, and so you could use that if you don't feel like wanting to have to set up a time with me, or you can do it more later in the evening where you actually have a chance when you're not kind of helping your families and the home life and stuff like that. So those are your options that you're able to pursue with the Teach Us Something project. And if you have specific questions, feel free to let me know. The nice thing about Flipgrid is that if you're showing an animal or if you're showing something, you can actually go out and record on like with the animal or something like that, and then put that in the Flipgrid somehow. To work that out. So that's the Teach Us Something project. Again, you have the ability to do it, to present to me, to present to classmates, to do it on Flipgrid, or just to turn it in. Say, you know what, Mr. Delay, I've got it all done. I've done everything I can, and here you go. Please kind of give me an idea of how well I did, and then we go from there. So that's the Teach Us Something project. The album project it's a little different now. I've gone ahead and modified it again, because I modified it previously, but we've modified it again, and I'll put that on the screen as well. So we still have the same 10 songs that you're going to need to assemble. They're songs that mirror elements of your life, etc., etc. But then I've changed the liner notes. Before, I think there was like 5 songs for the liner notes, or 10 or whatever. I've gone ahead and dropped that down to 2. Here's the thing, if you've done the work to do more, don't go back and delete. Just leave what you've done. But your minimum requirement is to have 2 songs where you've done liner notes. And those liner notes are, you answer the questions. Why did you include this song? How does it reflect an aspect of you, your journey in life thus far in life, what's influenced you, your unique personality? Include a brief, well-chosen lyric that you really like from that song. And it should be about 3 to 5 sentences long. You just need to answer those questions, again, just for 2 of the songs. You'll need to construct a cover for your album, and I'm going to push out a Google Sheets album template for you so you can see where they would all go. But you need to create a cover for your album. The visuals and images and colors and text will continue to tell us more about you and connect us to you and your story. They should tie into the songs that you've selected. Title your album. Now, it should be a creative title and kind of a symbolic title that connects to you. And need to have your album title, your name, your block number on your front cover. And again, you're free to choose how to represent that, but it does need to be there. The next thing you'll need is a dedication page on Google Slides. Who are the people in your life who have guided you? Who thus far have helped you make great choices in life? Who has believed in you all along? Remember them now with a thoughtful paragraph that explains what they've added to your life. What artists would do with albums when they still do it, but the heyday of the CDs is they would have a dedication page on the inside cover where they would dedicate their album to their kids or their friends or a mentor or an artist that they've been following and have taken great influence from. And then you need to edit and proofread your work carefully. So make sure that you're checking for run-on sentences, you're checking for misspellings, you're making sure that everything is there. We want to be able to show that you were able to look at the songs and really analyze them, that you had some thoughtful connections to these songs, that they weren't just songs you randomly picked, that these are important songs, that they've had meaning for you in your 6th grade year. There should be engaging and precise word choice. I know it's a challenge to go beyond, but this is where we ask you to kind of elevate your thinking and elevate how you're thinking about these songs and their connection to you. Thoughtful and inviting in visuals that symbolically represent your ideas. This is in your cover art and all that kind of stuff. You can create and design your stuff, so it doesn't have to be just text. You can do colors, you can do images, you can fully design your album project from slide to slide and make it look cool. It doesn't just have to be text and black and white backgrounds. It can be creative, it can be unique, it can be you. That's the important thing. This album project represents you and where you've been at and where you are in your 6th grade year. So the album project and the Teach Us Something project, what's going to happen is next week I am going to give you the full week to work on both of these projects. I'm not going to assign a short story. I'm not going to assign anything else. What I am going to ask is that by Friday, I'm going to go in and do a check and see how we're doing. And I'm going to kind of give you a points check-in and say, oh, cool, yeah, you're on your way, you're doing well. Or I might be like, hey, I think we need to do some more work. Let's kind of redouble our efforts and stuff like that. But I'm going to give you the full week in literacy to work on your album project and your Teach Us Something project. If you feel like they are completely done and you have nothing else that you can work on, and you've read through the rubric, you've read through the assignment sheets, and everything is perfect, you may turn it in, and I'll go ahead and grade it as soon as I get a chance. But I would encourage you to take some time next week to work on those projects and to do some good work, like have some fun with it. And that's my hope and my belief that you'll do that. So those are the 2 projects that you'll be working on next week. If you have questions, if you need help, if you're like, hey, can you help me figure this out? Or hey, what does this look like? Feel free to reach out to me on Google Hangouts, reach out to me on email, reach out to me on those ways that you know how to get a hold of me and ask me those questions, and I'll be happy to help, happy to be of any kind of help that I can as we go through this. So again, next week, I won't be assigning you a short story. Your assignment is your album project and your Teach Us Something project. That is what you should be working on next week. And I'll let you know official due dates as this week and next week goes on. Okay, hopefully this helps. This also allows you next week, if you need some time to catch up on the stuff that we've been doing, you have the ability to go back to week 1, week 2, and even week 3. If you missed some stuff this week, you'd be like, oh my gosh, I can catch up on that real quick while I'm working on my projects for Mr. Delay. I wanted to give you a chance to kind of breathe and do some stuff that it doesn't require you to kind of be crazy busy with stuff, okay? If you have questions, you know where to find me. That's today's video. I wanted to kind of make that announcement and kind of give you the details. I'll post this information to Google Classroom shortly so that you can see this and kind of get ready for next week. If you have questions about this week's work, you know where to find me. My name is Mr. Delay. That, I believe, is the bell for class. I'll see you in the next one. Please stay safe, please stay healthy, and know that you are loved. We'll see you in the next one.